All right. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome in. Make sure my speaker's going. We're going to get right into it with the physical warm up. Make sure you're moving within your own comfortable range of motion. If you feel anything tense or tight, please modify or take a quick break. Don't do anything that feels like it hurts. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. This is, again, Oh Susanna by the Smoky Mountain Band. I'm going to go ahead and keep this tune, especially while we're playing it on the harmonica. And we'll start with a neck roll. So tilt our head to one side, feel that stretch, and roll forward. And stretch on the other side. And roll again. Alright, let's bring our head to center. Next we'll do some wrist rolls. Switch directions. Finger taps. You can go twice as fast if you want. Alright, next we're going to do a heel step. So step your heel out, toe up. Go a little slower if you need. Alright, next we're going to reach our toe out and tap our toe. You can go twice as fast if you want. Alright, let's push up. Then pull down. One more time, push up, pull down. Now we're going to push down, pull up, push down, pull up. Take a nice big deep breath in and release. Alrighty, and that's our physical warm-up. So we're going to go ahead and move right on into our breath warm-up. So Pam, if you can go ahead and share slide 2 for us. And make sure you have some room because we are going to be using our arms with this breath. So make sure you have your room next to you. I just realized I'm going to smack my piano and my drum here. So make sure you have plenty of room. And with this, so we're going to be breathing in using or mirroring the breath with our arms. Just go ahead and read through. So we'll keep our arms lowered to one side. We'll take a deep breath and raise our arms up to match the movement. We'll pause at the top and slightly extend, raising slightly higher. And when we exhale, we'll lower our arms down back to the side. Now, when we reach up, notice I'm reaching up here, and you see my shoulders are still mostly level. And if I reach higher, then my shoulders raise. So we don't want to lift our shoulders up. We want to kind of keep our shoulders relaxed. So try and find where that spot is for you. And that's about where we're going to go when we go up. So just to keep that in mind. Let me change my view so I can see you all. There we go. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and blow out all your breath. Breathe in, raising your arms. Pause and reach slightly higher, and then exhale. One more time, breathe in. Reaching slightly higher, and exhale. Then we'll do this 2 more times. Breathe in. Reach slightly higher, and breathe out. Then one last time, breathe in. Reach slightly higher and breathe out. Alrighty, and then now is a perfect time to kind of check in with your muscles and your body, see how you're doing. Go ahead and start massaging those muscles in our face and wake them up because we're about to stretch them. Find the hinge of your jaw, massage right there, that spot. Then roll back to the neck, kind of feel around those neck muscles, see if there's anything tight or tense. At 4:30, I hope you already know if you slept funny, but you don't. Maybe you're realizing it just now. Maybe that's why it's been a weird day. You got something tense in your neck. All right, and then we can move on to our next slide. And we're going to do some big stretches and then squeezing our face. So stretch wide, big, like you just won the lottery. And then squeeze your face together like you just sucked a lemon. Ooh, pucker up. Squeeze those facial muscles. Now stretch them wide. You won the lottery. And squeeze, 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 lemon. Ooh. And last time, big lottery. And squeeze, 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 lemon. Ooh. All right, go ahead and relax your face. All right, raise your hand if you like lemons. Anybody here just eat a lemon as if it were an orange? No? I had students, so I used to work in public school, and I had high school students that would peel lemons and eat it like an orange. And I had lemon trees in my backyard, so I'd bring them to them, mostly to call their bluff, because I thought they were nuts. But yep, they just peeled it and ate it, and I couldn't. I love a little bit of lemon juice on some things, but hey, to each their own. All right, let's stick out our tongue as far as we can for 5 seconds. And relax. One more time, go. And relax. And last time. And relax. All right, I'm going to get a sip of water real quick. Feel free to take sips of water as needed throughout our session today. This next exercise is the lion's roar, so we'll breathe in through our nose, a belly breath exhale, kind of gargling in the back of the throat, that glottal muscle. Go ahead and we'll do this 3 times. Oh, sticking our tongue out too. Alrighty, and next we're going to stick our tongue out and go up and down 5 times. Alright, and then once you do that, stick your tongue out again and wag it back and forth 5 times. Alright, wipe your face. And then our last facial exercise, we're going to swipe our tongue around the front of our teeth 3 times clockwise and counterclockwise. Alright. And once you've done that, we are all done with our facial warm-ups. So let's go ahead and go to slide 4 and just quickly review. We haven't done this in a couple weeks, and it's just good to remind ourselves how to hold the harmonica. So we're going to have nice, relaxed lips. Lick your lips, make sure they're wet and ready to go. If you want, you can also wet the harmonica. Then you're going to take a big bite out of it. Pull back your teeth. Relax your top lip and tilt it up. So all of that at once. Pull out the lower lip and then blow or draw. And see if you can get just down to 2 notes. Try 1 blow and 1 draw. then if you want, you can try and tilt it a little bit more and try and pinch your lips in and see if you can get the one note. That's just a challenge for yourself if you want to. You don't have to, but it's a good goal to try and work on, just to kind of test out those facial muscles and see how you're doing. Of course, you don't have to. You can play 2 notes. You can play 3 notes. If you could, I'd say you could play 10 notes, but I don't know anybody who could get all 10. So, all right, let's move on to our songs. Well, our first of 2 songs for today. I've been working on this one for a couple weeks now. For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Just in case you don't know the melody, this song goes, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. And we'll just stick with that much for right now. We'll see if we need to go on to the next page. Let me make sure I have my metronome at the right tempo here. Speaker's still on. There we go. There we go. Can we hear that? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the metronome. Alrighty. And if for some reason you can't hear it when I start playing, just wave at me and I'll know that I need to change it. Alright. Actually, before we even start playing, let me turn that off. These first 2 notes, we have a jump where we're going from 2 and 3 to 4 and 5. So that's not sharing any holes. Let's go ahead and practice that jump right now. I'm going to do it, let's say 5 times in a row and see if I can get it. That's what it should sound like. So it's a little bit further than you think. I keep finding myself starting to kind of blow the 3 hole and having to move over to it. Somebody asked last week, how do you manage doing that jump? And what I said last week is you just got to practice, and it just comes with time. I didn't really practice that much this week, so it didn't come with time this week. But that's okay. Let's try this first line. We'll turn on the metronome. For he's a jolly good fellow. That's our rhythm. Go ahead and lick your lips. Make sure you're all ready to go. Find 2 and 3 on your harmonica. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're going to do that 2 more times at least. So, take a moment. What went well last round where you just did it? What didn't go well? Pick one thing. Let's see if we could do it a little bit better. For he's a jolly good fellow. Get ready to play. 2, 3, 4. Alright. We've done it twice now. We're going to do it one more time, and then I'll ask you how it's going. Play through it once on your own if you need. All right. Go ahead and lick your lips. Get ready to play. Find 2 and 3. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Show me on your thumb. Thumbs up, you played it perfectly. Thumb in the middle, we're working on it. Thumb down, we're really not having it. I'm in the middle about. I'm like kind of middle going up. That's okay. Angus, this is the first time I've seen you with a harmonica, so just applaud for having it and being here. Thank you. Actually, Angus, show me really quick. You can give me a thumbs down. Were you here when we showed the slide on how to hold it? No? Can we go back to that slide really quick just because I don't want to be leaving him in the dust? Here we go. So go ahead and review this one more time. If you saw this earlier, go ahead and just practice playing through some things. And otherwise, so we're going to be holding it. You can hold it on either side like this, or you can kind of give an L with your left hand and eat it, or hold it like a sandwich and cup your hand around. There's two different ways. A lot of people, this is how I held it for probably the first month and a half. And you just kind of tilt it up a little bit, mouth relaxed, take a bite out of it, and then kind of draw back your teeth and lift it up until you get one or two notes. All right, let's go back to For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. And then these numbers above the words refer to the numbers on the top of the harmonica just over the holes. So that's one way to tell if you're holding it correctly. You can see the numbers. Yeah. Yeah, so low should be on the left side and high should be on the right side. All right. Second line, For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. So this is the same exact rhythm, but now we're kind of playing some different notes. Alrighty. We're starting on 4 and 5. Lick your lips, get a sip of water if you need it. I'm going to take one. Alright. Find 4 and 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're going to do this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You don't want to take a big breath in before this one because you're drawing for the 3 notes after. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Show me on your thumb. Thumbs up. You're doing pretty good. Thumb in the middle. You're kind of doing okay. Thumb down, really struggling. I understand if Angus, if you're struggling, this is brand new. Alright. This third line, we're going to try and get through this one page and then we'll move on to the next tune. This third line is very similar to line 1, except we don't have to deal with that pesky jump. We get to go from 3 and 4 to 4 and 5. And feel free on those draws to add in a dwee if you want. These are the long held out notes, so those fun extra technique things that we've done, the extended technique, that's a perfect opportunity to add that. So let's find 3 and 4, lick your lips, get ready to play. Breathe in, 2, line 3, here we go. Alright, we're going to do it one more time. Find 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then last line, which nobody can deny. So note that in between can and deny, we're drawing for 2 notes in a row. Draw, draw, blow. All right. Last line, we'll do this 3 times. Find 5 and 6. We're starting with a draw. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Find 5 and 6 again. Try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, we'll try it one more time. Which nobody can deny. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Show me on your thumb. Thumbs up how we're doing. Or thumbs up, we're doing good. Thumb middle, we're working on it. Thumb down, we're lost. I'm expecting mostly thumbs in the middle, maybe thumbs starting to go up. We've been doing, I think this is the 3rd week we've actually had time to really spend on it. So we'll just keep working on it. Luckily, the next page is very repetitive, so I think we'll learn it very quickly. If you want to go to the next page real quick, we'll just look at it. I'll play it really quick because these first 2 lines are the same exact rhythm. So hopefully that'll be pretty easy. And then the next 2 lines we've already learned. So that second page is going to fly by. Let's go to Oh Susanna so we have some time to do that tune, and then we'll do taps. I had a dream the other night, everything was still. We're just going to do that line. Let me get my metronome so we're at keep us honest. I had a dream. Ready? Find 3 and 4 on your harp. I'll give us 1, 2, 3. We come in on 4. Breathe in. 2, 3. All right, we'll do that 2 more times. Find 3 and 4. Breathe in. 2, 3. Alrighty. And I don't know about you all, I'm taking a big old breath after night so I can finish that phrase. Try it one more time. Find 3 and 4. Breathe in. 2, 3. Alrighty. And I don't want to rush us through taps, so we'll just stick it with that line today for Oh Susanna. But this is the only page there is, so we'll just have a couple more lines to learn. This is a really fun one to play. I've been kind of playing it around, or this is the one thing I have been playing a lot on the harmonica. And just before this session, I was playing through it, kind of having fun. And then my fiance came up and was like, wow, I couldn't believe that was actually you. Because, you know, we're still learning. So it was a cool compliment to get. So it's a fun tune to learn. Let's go ahead and move over to taps, our breathing exercise / ending for our session. For this one, we're going to go fairly slow. We're at 45 beats per minute. And really try and focus on extending that breath as long as possible and then taking nice deep breaths when you do take a breath. And then Angus, since this is new for you, these are all blows, so you don't have to worry about drawing at all. We're just blowing the whole time and going up the harmonica. So start on the left side and move to the right. Find 2 and 3. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. Lick your lips, make sure you're ready to go. Breathe in, 2, 3. Let me try and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did it in 7 breaths. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to count afterwards. I think I did it in 7 breaths. I'm going to pause or stop our recording now.